My plan is to run a marathon every day for 200 days. Unless something really bad happens, I'm going to be the fastest woman to have circumnavigated the coast on foot.
Famous last words from the woman who's attempting to run the entire coastline of the UK in just 200 days. She knew that Scotland was going to be tough, but it wasn't going to be her feet that failed her in her toughest stretch of coastline yet.
In Scotland, there is no coast path, and it's also incredibly remote. It's going to be a different type of adventure, I think.
To make it possible, she's acquired support in the form of friend Heather and a camper van. But within days, the problem started.
I got a call from Heather, who is driving the van. She said the van's broken. It had literally just died in the road. There was something like 42 faults on the van, and it was hooting the horn even though we weren't touching it. All the alerts were flashing.
Now with a broken down camper van on the loneliest stretch of her run yet, Megan's goal of becoming the fastest woman to run the entire UK coastline is hanging in the balance.
There isn't really another way of doing this bit of Scotland without having a camper van. Like, it's where we sleep, we eat. Obviously, it's our mode of transport. I am completely reliant on having a camper van at the moment. There wasn't really another option. I honestly think I saw more people in the car park at Glenfinnan than I've seen in the whole of the rest of Scotland so far. It's just so remote.
I'm out and I'm running. Yeah. And we've got a replacement van on the way, so that's good news too. So after all the van palavers of the last few days, we've been given a new one. Obviously this is the driving area, this is very much Heather's domain. Now this is my palace. The old van had 2 single beds in this area, but what we now have is 2 double beds. So we have this bed and then we have this bed up here, which comes down. But this bed is now where I'm going to sleep, and I mean, it's quite magnificent. So there's our van, and hopefully this one will last a bit longer than 8 days.
Follow Megan's journey on her Instagram page at megan.runbritain and stay tuned to the Pit Pat social pages for regular updates.